Yo, what's up? Quick video, man. I want to talk about something that's not sitting right with me after having this conversation. It's like, yo, I'm not providing for these bimbos out here, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not providing for these hypergamous, ungrateful bimbos, and I hear dudes talk about, just being fair. A lot of guys about to get, sets and stuff from these women and be like 100 pounds overweight and be broke and stuff like that. But it's like this. But a lot of these chicks, they give it up for free for certain guys. But when they get to certain guys, they want to make them pay for it. Like, don't come to me and try to get me to pay for it when you give it to these other guys for free. Why you have that standard for these other guys? And I agree with some of these guys talking points about, being fair on both sides, but at the same time, it's like, if you're average to like above average guy, even if you do have your stuff together, you still have to put in so much work just to get some of these bimbos out here. And then these bimbos, a lot of them are average, below average, being super picky. Like, I feel like some of you dudes are still clinging on to this main dating where, at the end of the day, it's screwed up. Like, the main dating market is screwed up, man. I don't know why some of you guys want to deny this, and then you want to call guys incels or losers and stuff like that, when that's not even the case for the most part. There's a reason why guys are not messing with these bimbos, and a lot of guys are traveling. And I find it odd how people want to call guys losers and stuff like that and incels just because they got a gripe. Everybody else can have a gripe. These bimbos can have a gripe, air out their grievances, but the guys can't. Like, come on. If many of these chicks can have their way, they'll go to the guys for the resource and non-sexual attention. Then they'll go to certain other guys for sexual attention. And the guy they go with for sexual attention, they don't even have to put in half the work as the guy they got the resources and giving these chicks the non-sexual attention. So you can be on point as a guy and still go through a lot of headache and hardships with these bimbos. Like, you put in all this work, your body game, getting your money, your finances together, social skills, this, that, and the third. You doing all that just to get a land well. You doing all that just to get a Snorlax, a Majin Buu built bitch. And then she still want a monkey branch. She can't control her hypergamy. She still wants the monkey branch because she thinks she can do better. So what she does don't even matter. Now, I'm not talking about all, but enough to meet the description. And, bruh, you doing all that just to get a vagina that has like 1,000,000 miles on it, just to get a stank attitude and a feminist attitude. And here's this, like, guys being like a few pounds overweight. Like, I don't even care about what a guy looks like. I'm not gonna sit here and judge a guy by his appearance. I don't care if a guy is 30 or 30 plus pounds overweight. He still deserves a nice looking female, because these chicks, these BBWs, think they deserve a high value dude. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not giving these bimbos an inch, because you give them an inch, they make a mile. I'm not giving them an inch. And I am unfair. I'm unfair like a mofo when it comes to these bimbos. Because some of you guys, you judging things off an American mindset, but in reality, beauty standards are different in certain cultures. Like, there's certain cultures when they find the guys who got a little meat on their bones, guys who got a little weight on them, they find them attractive. But all I'm saying at the end of the day is, like, these foreign chicks are better. Like, if guys don't want to deal with these American bimbos, it is what it is. And I'm out. This ain't to go against anybody. I'm just saying my two piece. But I'm out. I'm back with a PS. I gotta do a PS. I just want to set the record straight that this video is not against anybody. It's just my 2 cents on a certain conversation I had on Discord with some of the SYSBM brothers. It was about Brother Roadblock talking about how some chick came in the store talking about she need a man to provide for her. And then Brother Roadblock dismissed her. And I agree with him. But there was, like a couple of disagreements. It is what it is. We ain't all going to agree on the same thing. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in. I like to talk about the other side of the conversation. The other side of the conversation that nobody wants to talk about. The elephant in the room. Like, how is a chick gonna just straight up come out of nowhere, out the blue, straight off the rip and say, I need somebody to provide for me? No, she didn't say she needed a relationship. She needs somebody to love, build a family with, or anything like that. If she would have said those things, then provide, I would have gave her the benefit of the doubt. But she said she needs somebody to provide for her. Like, she's so entitled to that. Guys are becoming more aware of certain issues of today. So she basically just ripped herself off when she did that. Like, for me personally, I'm not going to be with a chick when that's the first thing that comes out of her mouth. I want to be with somebody I can build love with, a family, respect and loyalty, then to provide. And I was just against that because many of these chicks are not worth providing for. They're just not. Most of them, you might get lucky and find the needle in the haystack, find that rare Pokemon, or pull that good card that's going to help you win that duel. But a lot of these chicks are not worth it, especially these American chicks, man. Just not worth it. Like, there's so many examples of, like, your average guy, even if he's above average, he's still getting knocked out the frame by these bimbos. You got multi-millionaires and billionaires getting divorced, penetrated in the court system. I remember that story of this British guy. He was a millionaire, right? He found out that all three of his sons wasn't even his. It about some random dude, about the same dude. All three of them boys came from the same dude. And then you have to assume that his wife been cheating on him since the beginning of his marriage. So this proves the point what I was saying in the video, that even if you are on point, dude, these chicks have that feminist mindset. They still have that entitled mindset. And it's never going to be good enough. And then they'll give it to somebody, and they'll give it to somebody else for free, while you have to provide and give the non-sexual attention. And I have to give a shout to Black Heart, because he was right about this whole thing where the so-called select guy breed, and then the non-select guy feed. The non-select guy, he's supposed to be providing, while the select guy, he breeds. And a lot of times, the non-select guy has more than the select guy. This is what this term beta provider comes from. There's nothing wrong with providing for a female. Of course, you meet a female and she's actually a quality Stargate, and she respects you, she loves you, she treating you right, she loyal to you. Man, ain't nothing more than you can ask for. Of course you want to provide for her. And it's like this. You realize so much she means to you, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna step my game up because she's worth it. And the potential family that we're gonna have is worth it. So I'm gonna step my game up and try to be a little bit more to the table. Bring a little bit more to the table. That's understandable. But many of these bimbos here are not worth it. They're too toxic. Some of them, they the type to say, like, if you ask them, what you gonna put on the table? And she said, I am the table. Like, you know how arrogant that is? And we're gonna say, like, what about the guys? Well, the guys think they can be broke or be like a couple of pounds overweight and still think they can get a female for free and not get anything back in return. Like, come on, man. You guys know that the maiden dating thing is it's not the same. Like, these females got the advantage. They can just be there and put some makeup on their face and they got hella options. A lot of guys don't even have assets like that. A lot of these chicks, they have the power in the dating scene because of social construct, the laws out here. And it doesn't help when we got all these manginas and these male feminists out here. I was throwing the guys under the bus. So I can't blame guys for going to a different environment where the market is more balanced. I just can't blame them. I can't call them, oh, you guys are a bunch of incels. You couldn't get chicks here. You had to go travel. Like, that literally sounds just like these anti-traveling dudes and these gang dudes. And what I noticed about a lot of these couples on YouTube is that a lot of them are breaking up. I know one recently broke up. Their relationship wasn't really working out, and then they took a break. This chick ended up going to the Bahamas, and she talked about she had a long thought, and then she decided it was best for her to leave the relationship. And they was just on video explaining everything together. So I'm thinking she probably got some of that BBC and then decided just to leave. Like, you see what I'm talking about? Like, I honestly think it makes no sense to throw guys under the bus for their gripes that they have with this particular female. I don't care what condition this guy is in. He deserves a beautiful or at least decent looking female. It's like, come on. Yo, these chicks can be land whales and a Snorlax, and they still think they can get the pick of the litter. Like, you got a bunch of 3s and 4s, and they still got options. Average to below average, just thinking they deserve a high value dude. You remember? You're average at best. I'm sorry, I'm biased on this one. I do not care about these bimbos because they don't care about us. They bias against us. I just wanted to set the record straight. To just how I feel. Let me know what you guys think. Even if you disagree, that's fine. Honestly, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this situation. This is nothing against anybody. Just my 2 cents. How I feel. Specifically. And this time, I'm really out.